This partnership has been brought together to look at how we can support people to access nature, more people to understand the benefits of nature for their health and well-being, and ultimately to influence the health and social care system that we work in.
Think beyond a prescription, a tablet. You know, this is a social subscription. You know, this is a nature subscription. It's free.
We recognise in Somerset nearly 50% of our population live in rural areas. Yet when we look at population health surveys of how much people are accessing local nature, we don't see that at all. We see quite low numbers in some areas. Really, the evidence behind nature and health and well-being is huge. When we talk about nature-based solutions, it's really about helping people access whatever nature is to them.
We provide play therapy for 8 years and under. This is a way where children and young people can, join in a session, meet new friends, catch up with existing friends.
We've been making houses for bugs to join with the ponds. So there could be little water spiders, because I put down some things.
For many, particularly last year, coming out of the pandemic, it actually helped ease their loneliness through the holidays.
It's got loads of nature, and we keep on planting more plants and more until the whole world is made of nature.
Somerset Nature Connections is a project that offers people the opportunity to come to beautiful places in nature and be together in small groups of up to about 10 people. We've become very used to being in urban spaces and shut off from nature. So we provide transport for everybody who needs it to come here. So transport is not a barrier for people to join us. And very much what's at the heart of our project is to offer people pathways to deepen their connection to nature.
And we offer a 6-week programme where people can come out into the woods and meet other people who are maybe experiencing similar things in their lives. Learning disabilities, adults with sight loss. We've also been working recently with refugee groups, so groups who are at risk of developing mental health concerns. And they can be supported and find some community. By providing a structure to each session, we're taking people much deeper. So what we do is we start every day with a grounding activity, which is a sort of nature-based mindfulness activity, which really kind of sets a precedent for the day. I guess that's where we're saying this is the difference now between being in the woods and being on your phone and listening to your favourite podcast through your headphones, and being in the woods and being open to everything that's happening and noticing what's happening. And we start the day in that way so that we are open and can really absorb and notice everything that nature has to offer.
What these approaches can do is to allow people to come together where they can indulge their individuality whilst being in a group of people and together looking towards things that they can do to support their health and well-being in a collective sense.
Me and my friend Jenny, we set up a group volunteering with the Wildfowl and Wetland Trust, and we help women who have been abused or in trauma from, sex trafficking all the way through to domestic abuse and the challenges that brings. We bring them out here to build up their resilience, to realise that they can move past their traumas and that there is something to live for. They do have a choice. Yeah, get outside.
I think for us at the moment it's about making it as easy as we can for healthcare and social care professionals to utilise that support that's out there. I don't think we've come across anyone that would argue the evidence.
You know, it can reduce blood pressure, it can reduce heart rate. You know, there are really physiological impacts that being in nature can have. But what the evidence is showing now is that it's not just being in nature that has those effects, it's how we relate to nature and how we spend time in nature.
I think that just really tells us that we need to keep reiterating that message and making nature as accessible as we can.
Volunteering.